Why do people enjoy anal sex? Have you ever stopped to think about why something that is so often considered taboo, forbidden, or even shameful continues to attract curiosity and enjoyment for so many people around the world? Welcome, and thank you for joining me today. Let's dive into this fascinating subject together and uncover the deeper reasons behind it. First, let's begin with the biology. The anus and the surrounding area contain an extraordinary number of sensitive nerve endings. In fact, some studies suggest there are more nerve endings around the anus than in many other parts of the body. This means that even the lightest touch can send powerful sensations through the nervous system. For some people, this heightened sensitivity translates into intense pleasure when stimulated. For men, there is an additional factor, the prostate gland, sometimes called the male G-spot. Located just a few centimeters inside the rectum, the prostate can be directly stimulated during anal sex or anal play. This stimulation can produce orgasms that are described by many men as stronger, deeper, and more overwhelming than orgasms achieved through traditional penile stimulation alone. For women, the experience can also be intensely pleasurable. The pelvic region is an interconnected network of nerves, and stimulation of the anus can amplify sensations in the vagina and clitoris. When combined with vaginal penetration or external stimulation, some women report that orgasms become fuller and more explosive, blending multiple sources of pleasure. But pleasure is not only physical, it is also psychological. One of the biggest reasons people enjoy anal sex is because of the emotional and mental factors involved. For many, it represents something adventurous, daring, or even forbidden. Doing something that feels a little bit outside of the norm can intensify arousal. The very fact that it is considered taboo in many cultures makes it exciting. This thrill of breaking boundaries adds a unique mental component to the experience. Another psychological factor is trust and intimacy. Anal sex often requires more preparation, more communication, and more sensitivity between partners. It is not something that can usually be rushed. Because of this, many couples who explore it together feel a deeper sense of connection. There is vulnerability involved, and when one partner trusts the other enough to let go, it can strengthen intimacy and emotional closeness. Of course, it is important to recognize that not everyone enjoys anal sex. For some, the discomfort outweighs any potential pleasure. For others, the cultural or personal taboos surrounding it are too strong. And that is perfectly normal. Sexuality is not one size fits all, and there is no right or wrong way to experience intimacy, as long as it is consensual. However, for those who do enjoy it, safety and preparation play a big role. Proper lubrication is absolutely essential, since the anus does not self-lubricate like the vagina. Patience, relaxation, and communication are also key. Many people who enjoy anal sex stress that when these conditions are met, the experience can transform from uncomfortable to intensely pleasurable. So, why do people enjoy anal sex? The answer is multi-layered. Physical pleasure from sensitive nerve endings and, for men, prostate stimulation. Emotional connection from trust, vulnerability, and intimacy with a partner. Psychological excitement from breaking taboos and experiencing something forbidden. Variety in sexual expression, giving couples new ways to explore their bodies and strengthen their bond. In the end, enjoyment of anal sex is deeply personal. For some, it is a thrilling source of pleasure. For others, it is something they would rather avoid. What matters most is that it is practiced with respect, communication, and mutual consent. When those elements are present, it can become one of the most powerful and intimate experiences two people can share.